I was eating at like 8:30, 9 a.m., couldn't keep my eyes open. There was literally one time I was driving, I was swerving because I was feeling just all kinds of sugar cravings and just sugar doped up. Like literally just the sugar was taking me out. Berberine is what I needed. Now yours may not be as extreme, but what you are looking at is sugar cravings. You eat sugar and your blood sugar spikes. You eat sugar and you feel like you pack on a bunch of water retention. You have these cravings that come out of nowhere. You feel like your blood sugar is up and down. So is your mood. So are your hormones. A lot of people do not realize it. For me, I knew my blood sugar was tanking. I also went into perimenopause and suddenly I could stand by the kitchen, stand by a loaf of bread and gain 5 pounds because my body became insulin resistant. So whether or not you have any of those, berberine can be really helpful. The thing is that berberine also decreases inflammation. A lot of people just think of berberine and blood sugar, or possibly you have the diagnosis of PCOS, or I think it's PMOS, whatever they want to call it. You have a blood sugar that needs support. You have an endocrine system that's not necessarily showing up for you. You have metabolism that's MIA. Once I brought this in, I'm also going to say when I brought it in, I brought in a little bit higher dose because of other things I'm dealing with in my health. And perimenopause, I'm also an ostomate. I realize that supplements run through my body a little bit quicker. The other thing I do, I feel like there's 2 different ways to do it. So many tips. When I take my berberine, I like to open my capsules so that I can get it back and it absorbs a lot quicker. Now, if I'm going to bed at night and I need that blood sugar to stay balanced overnight so that I'm not waking up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, that's when I leave it in the capsule. It obviously works both ways. They put it in the capsule for a reason. But for some of us, we want to be able to activate it and take it in a lot quicker. So when I take my digestive enzymes, I open the capsule. When I take my berberine, I open the capsule, I drink it, and then I eat my food. I take 2 to 3 with every single meal. That's what works for me. When I take my berberine, I open the capsule, I drink it, and then I eat my food. I take 2 to 3 with every single meal. That's what works for me. The one thing I have noticed is when I'm taking too much berberine, I definitely can tell what low blood sugar feels like. I'm more, my brain fog. It's just like almost like the sugar coma, which I was describing earlier when I had to pull over on the side of the road. It's like so much sugar, you have to like stop your world because you're falling asleep. I also can tell when my blood sugar is a little bit low. I can also tell when my metabolism is up and I don't need this. I think what it is females, we've been trained to not listen to our bodies. You know your body. You obviously check with your doctor, check with your practitioner to see what works for you. But figure out what you can do so that you can balance your blood sugar. You don't have the cravings. Another thing I do is when I am detoxing, specifically when I'm doing like a parasite cleanse or a candida cleanse, where all the sugar cravings try to like come in and kick my butt around 7 or 8 o'clock, I will bring in a little extra of this in. Like this is not going to be the end all be all, but this can be a really strong tool in your toolbox when it comes to managing like your blood sugar. Definitely it helps with my metabolism. Also for anyone like me that has a sluggish thyroid, it offers support. I think sometimes we want a supplement to come in and like fix everything. But let's be honest, one supplement's not going to correct your endocrine system for 45, 46 years. It just doesn't work that way. So if you stay consistent, you'll definitely see results.